Alright, so what's up you guys? It's me again back with another video. And this video, as you kind of can see in the title, I am going vegetarian this year. So, what that entails is that I will not be consuming any dairy or fish anymore. As you guys may or may not know, I was a pescatarian in 2018. And in 2017 and 2016, half of 2016, so it's like damn near 3 years. So the reason why I decided to do this was because I'm just done feeling bad from the inside. I'm getting older, my taste is starting to change, and I've done my research on most things about animal products, and I like fucking Discovery Channel. Like, I like watching National Geographic. Like, I like actually watching animals do their thing in the wild. Not like that, but you know what I mean. Like watching their livity happen, and seeing how they think, and you know how their circle of life is. You know, so for me to have ever consume animal products is way out of the box because I like animals, but that's not my main reason. That's only part of it. But I just don't feel good about myself. I'm getting older. My taste is still changing. I'm tired of feeling lazy and sluggish and just heavy. Even with just cheese, like I'll eat French fries, for example, and if it's too greasy, I feel sluggish. Like if I eat French fries that are not so greasy at all, I feel better. But a lot of foods that I'm going to be consuming, I'm going to cook myself. And if I'm not cooking it, since it takes most of the nutrients out anyway, if it's like a vegetable or anything like that, I'm just going to eat it raw. And I know how to make kale salads, and I know how to make vegan lasagna. I'm going to have to learn how to make my own cheese now, I guess. But we'll get around to that at some point. I'll learn. Like I said, this year is all about, you know, progression and learning and stepping my game up for myself and being a better person for me. Because I'm pretty much done pleasing everybody else and trying to be what they want me to be, and, you know, just stoop down to everyone's level. Like, I'm tired of giving up on myself as far as, like, the things I want to do for me. I'm just going to do it. And once I learn how to do it, I believe that it will come naturally. So I want to be vegetarian, and I'm going to be vegetarian. I'm just going to give up dairy and fish. As far as fish has gone, I've only been sick once when it came to fish, and that was at a buffet. I ate a buffet, or buffet, however you guys say it, but I ate sushi, got sick, got a stomach virus, and I handled it myself, but that was like the worst I've ever had it, as far as like getting sick, besides throwing up for my first time, because that was horrible. Stomach viruses are not cool. After that, I stopped eating sushi for a long time, and then I finally started again, and then I ate a little bit more fish. Throughout my time being pescatarian, I steered away from fish, like, more and more. I didn't know why. I just got tired of the taste, I guess, and I know people say you're supposed to get your protein and all this stuff from, you know, meat and all this stuff, but, you know, that's what peanuts are for. You got peanuts, you got peanut butter. You can create your protein just out of peanuts, and you can make things out of peanuts. You know, there's recipes, and there's things. YouTube it, pretty much. Like, if you don't YouTube it, if you don't like YouTube, Google it. It's all there for you to read for free. Most recipes I learned from YouTube and Google, and it's pretty accurate. What I do is I learn it and I put my own twist on it, so it'll feel more like, hey, look what I did. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I do it mostly to fit my taste, because a lot of stuff that is on YouTube is done a certain way, and I usually just am compelled to add something to something all the time, because I'm not that sensitive when it comes to taste, so I can handle pretty bitter things that don't have flavor, except for straight up coffee. I'm not even going to talk about that. But another thing is that I want, and I am going to do my best to not use foul language and be more centered and at peace with myself and the people who who I'm surrounded by. Simply because I just want to be a better being. Like, I want to be a lighter being. I don't want to feel sluggish. I don't want to feel heavy. I don't want to feel angry, sadness, depression. I don't want any of that. And um, your vibe attracts your tribe, like they say, you know, and your health is your wealth. So you hear it everywhere, and it either lingers in your mind and you get it, or it takes a minute. And for me, it took a minute. It was always in the back of my mind. I knew it's just a matter of me taking that action to go for it. And I'm going to do it. Starting today, as you guys can see in the beginning, I'm starting a new lemon water thing where I make lemon water in the morning instead of always drinking coffee. I'm planning to give up coffee at some point, but I'm not sure what's going to happen with that because I love coffee. But when I do have coffee, what I did do is, anyway, I bought almond milk, but that's only good with iced coffee. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up again and just kind of try to find it because I couldn't find it. But yeah, I bought almond milk so I can replace dairy. I don't know, man. I when I had that lemon water this morning, let me tell you, I felt like I could fly. Like, having that soak in the mason jar overnight and letting all the nutrients gather and all the lemon water just happening in there. I did put it in the window for a whole hour or even more. I don't know, like an hour and 30 minutes or something. And I drank it. And that was my first time ever doing that. And it felt really, really revitalizing to me. Anytime I've had any type of fruit, vegetable, I just feel like I'm still light. Like I can still move and I can still be active. Like whenever I eat fries or friggin' cheese or anything heavy, basically, whether it's cooked, I just feel sluggish. I want to go to sleep. Like I'm done for the day. Like I can't think properly. That's why sometimes I stay up late, because all my thoughts, all my good thoughts and productive thoughts come to mind, and I can think, unless there's people in the background, which there usually is. But I can think, and that's always good, because you need to be able to think throughout your lifetime in order to discover things that you didn't know before. And you can't really think straight if you are sluggish, and if your brain is not producing the oxygen that you need. That's why it's important to drink water before you go to sleep, and water when you wake up in the morning, whether it's lemon water or just water, cucumber water, which is another thing that I'm going to be doing in the morning, and I already have the cucumbers. Either tonight or tomorrow or around lunch, I'm going to make a kale salad, and if I can, I will have that going for YouTube, and you guys can see how I make my kale salad. Like I've been vegan before. It lasted a month maybe, and I just didn't know what I was doing, so I quit and went back to meat. And then later on in life, I converted to pescatarian, and now here I am, vegetarian. And I told you guys this. I told you guys who know me from Instagram, who know my Instagram page, I already explained that someday I was just going to go vegetarian at some point, and that's what I was aiming for. And I think being pescatarian, it had its time. I was pescatarian for longer than I thought I would. I actually thought I'd be vegan right now. But after I go vegetarian and I get enough knowledge and experience and know-how and things like that, I'm just going to go to the next step, vegan, and I'm just going to have everything right at that point. And I'm just going to be living a livity, living my own livity, and have my health and as my wealth. And things are going to be different, I'm really pushing for a lot of changes this year, but they're not goals. So get that in your head. Don't make goals. Just believe in yourself and just do what you want to do. And if it's hard for everyone else too. Except for those who are uppity bitches who are rich. Nothing's hard for them, apparently. But they find a way to complain. But with that said, that's the end of my video. That's my reason why I'm going vegetarian. As if I should have made it that important to tell you guys anyway. But for those who watch, if you see me on Instagram and I'm posting a lot of watermelons and things like that, and kale and spinach and, you know, artichokes and okra and all that stuff, then you know why. You know why. And if you guys have any tips or comments or any information you want to share to help me out, then let me know. Because what I do a lot is I go on Instagram sometimes and I'll see a post that gives a little tiny feed of information that's written across the post about either vegetables or healthy things, and I just push save, and it's in my save. And then sometimes when I'm at the store, I'll just bring it up in my phone, like, hey, let me get some of these squashes, you know, let me get some of these lemons, and, you know, let me get some of these grapes. Like, another thing, when it comes to seeds, if you are buying anything seedless, don't do it. Stop while you're ahead, because nothing can grow without a seed. So if there is a fruit or vegetable that you buy and it says seedless, then it's manufactured, and it's not natural, it's not nature, it's fake, it's artificial. And I want to warn you guys about that, because I used to eat that shit and it used to be my favorite, but then I never thought, like, hey, watermelons don't not have seeds. How do you grow a watermelon without seeds? They're genetically modified. There you go. That was the word I was looking for. So don't play yourself. Don't be played. Don't let them play you, and don't play yourself. That's my advice on that. Anything that is seedless, don't buy it unless you just want to be retarded for the rest of your life and not get your nutrients and things like that. Because some things, some vegetables and fruits that have seeds in them can be regrown in your own backyard. With the right soil and love and water and rainwater and all that, can be grown right back and for free. You won't have to pay for it. Because I still have a problem paying for water and paying for fruit that grows on trees anyway. So like I said, in my previous, I believe my previous video on here, I didn't say it, that was on Instagram, but if I see that someone has an orange tree in my neighborhood, an apple tree, papaya tree, anything, I'm picking from that motherfucker. And I'm going to indulge in it. I may or may not ask, but I've seen a lot of aloe plants growing around here, and I've been very, very much itching to butcher those motherfuckers. And I'm cursing again. So, you know what? We're going to end this video. And that's going to be that. So, peace to you guys. And you guys have a good 2019. And let's just learn from each other. We don't have to live this way. We don't. No one has a say-so in our lives. When it all comes down to it, we're already free. We just gotta step through the gate, and the bars are already wide enough to get out. Meaning, there's other ways to get around the system. You just gotta be conscious. You gotta see it. Peace out, y'all. Peace out. Bless.